Alright, welcome in everybody. How is it going? Feels like it's been an age since I've seen you guys. It's only been 2 days. What is going on? I'm already preloaded in with Violet because we're on a short time frame tonight, so I didn't feel like spending a bunch of time needlessly flipping over. I preloaded her up. You know what? Let's see. Oops, it's still muted, that's why. Alright, let me know how the game audio is. Hopefully it's not too terribly loud. Sounds okay on my side, but I'm also not hearing what you guys hear. I hear everything a little different, so... Well, you guys are mostly streamers, you know that. I'm just trying to speed through the next Genshin update. I didn't know they were doing another update. I need to play some more Genshin again. It's been a while. Now I know we've played Horizon the last couple of times. However, I know Darkwing and Ghoulie both now have this game, and because Darkwing mentioned something about his car handling like crap, I said I actually know a little bit about tuning in this game. I'm obviously not the best. Actually, that's the car he was driving right there, the Ford F-150 DeBerti edition. But unfortunately, I'm not the world's best. So what I'm going to do is go in and show you my tips and tricks that at least allow me to be a better driver, if nothing else. So hopefully this is helpful to you guys, or at least interesting if you don't know anything about cars. I think I saw that on Discord. Yeah, you probably did. That's where we were talking about it. Vroom. Yes, vroom vroom, for sure. Just got done hiking, planted some vegetables, and watching the stream sitting in my backyard. That sounds like a super chill experience, I'm not gonna lie. I spent the last hour cooking over the stove just to end up making scrambled eggs and breadsticks that I cooked in the oven. So, it takes me way too long to cook, and I'm crap at it. It's actually one of the reasons I'm on a short time frame tonight. I have to, I have to go and do a bunch of dishes and all my work laundry. I don't have, I don't have clothes for work tomorrow. It's kind of an issue, so I gotta get that fixed. Lucky you, it's freezing here. Yes, Koi being in Canada, I cannot say I'm surprised by that. That's definitely chilly up there. Yummy. I really did enjoy it. It was pretty good. I made Parmesan breadsticks and some scrambled eggs. It was pretty tasty. And my dad won't close the window. Ooh, yeah, that's chilly. That's not fun at all. That is not messing with me at all tonight. Everybody's names on Streamlabs are in red. Mine's bright red, Koi's is medium, Darkwing's is darker, and Funnel Cake's is even brighter than my red, but they are all red on my side. That's really hard to watch. It's just all red. Alright. 74. Am I up to 74 now? I hadn't even seen. Mine still shows 72, but mine's always wrong. So that's yeah. That's Twitch for you. No temperature. I thought you meant my followers. I thought somebody just followed or something and it didn't update. Cuz I have 72 followers, so it's really close. Yes, my temperature here says about 70 degrees, so it's quite nice here as well today. It's supposed to be quite nice today, so I enjoyed it. Yes, imagine using Fahrenheit. Couldn't be me. I picked Doctor as my name. I can't blame you there. There's many good ones. For a long time I played with my obvious some of them like my IRL names, because I have several IRL names weirdly. The one the one you may or may not have heard is actually only one of a couple I have. But I also have played with many, like I nicknamed the first for a while in Horizon 3, I think. To this day, it's a girl character, and the name is Kaylee, to honor my first car. I wanted to immortalize it in that game somehow, and that was my way of doing it, was that kind of her persona that I had imagined for the car kind of lives on in that game. That car had a personality all of its own. It was kind of a Spitfire. It was a bit funny the way it acted all the time. So I went through and, like I said, I nicknamed the car after a character that reminded me of her, or reminded me of that personality, and I kind of immortalized that in Horizon 3. To this day, it lives on. It's kind of cool. But this is going to be the Horizon Tuning 101 session. It's only going to be a couple hours long. I'm going to try to get through all of the high points in the first hour or so, because Darkwing has to go to bed, and I know he's one of the ones I'm trying to help with this stream. So I'm going to get right into it. The first thing when trying to go fast is picking the right car for the job. Now, unfortunately, because of Horizon physics, not all of them are created equal. Even the best car, like, something like this, the Valhalla concept car from Aston Martin, not always as fast as it really should be. We don't speak of that occurrence. Yes, we do not speak of that occurrence. That is very true. I will not mention that again. But you do have to come into... If you hear the breaking news, Sony PlayStation announced brand new PlayStation Plus subscription, multiple tiers, including premium, PS2, PSP games. No kidding. Hadn't hear that at all. Of course, I'm not into PlayStation. I only follow like Xbox news and stuff, so I would not have heard about that. That is news to me. But again, that's kind of like me getting the latest on gardening updates. I'm the kind of guy, I till up all the soil, I lay mulch down over top of it, and I forget it ever happened. So it's something many people use it. It's just not something I follow very much because I don't have it. I don't even have a console SMH. I thought you had a Switch. That counts. If you have a Switch, Koi, that counts as a console because it can be played. Sure, it's portable, but it can be played as a console. So, but yes. So the first thing you have to do, unknown PNG. What's going on? Ooh. Nice with the Evo. I like it, Darkwing. That looks sharp. Sent you my first piece of art. Yeah, that thing looks sick. You're lucky with having that on... Wait, I want to see. Yeah, Darkwing, send that to... If you want, post that in the... Yeah, post that in the... what is it? What's the name? Yeah, the Cars and Bikes Discord channel. Post those artworks. Post those, like the liveries and stuff. That's what it's there for. It doesn't just have to be for cool cars you own. It can be for cars that you make in games, whatever. It can be fantasy stuff. You want to put a regalia in there from Final Fantasy, go for it. Any car, or bike, or truck, whatever is welcome. But, where was I? Yes. The first part, of course, is choosing the car. When you're trying to go fast, do whatever, you got to choose a car. For this, I'm going to choose circuit racing on the road because that is kind of the most common one. It's a really easy one. You have to do it a lot. So, in terms of road racing, for what you need in cars, is low center of gravity. You want a longer wheelbase so that it's more stable on the straights. However, you don't always... Yep, he just posted it. Nice. Selfie from FF8. That's who that character is. I'm not familiar with Final Fantasy VIII. That is very, very cool, though. I like the paint job. I will dig out my... We call those Itasha, by the way, Darkwing. I-T-A-S-H-A. It is a phrase used to describe... What is it? It translates literally as painful car from Japanese. And it is quite literally any car that has a rap inspired by an anime character or an anime on it. Why did I say anime that way? That was weird. But any anime livery or paint job, whatever, is all inspired by that in any way. That is all called Itasha. And that looks absolutely sick. That definitely qualifies. So, but yes. So for road racing, you want low center of gravity, anime. Yeah, I don't know why I said that way. It was kind of weird. I read your message when I said it weird again. I don't understand. I don't know why I did that. Yes, Koi, it does look amazing. I do agree. That came out really, really good. If you want to take that up a step, Darkwing, let me go. Where's my Chevrolet at? There's a couple of cool things you can do with Itasha to make it look even better. You've got a lot of the right ideas down, but like putting a texture or something behind on the first layer behind everything else can help kind of make it look a little bit more polished. Like, okay, all of the stickers I have on this, what ties it together is all of the red lines behind it that look like life fibers from Kill la Kill. Without those, it looks cool, but it kind of ties the theme of the car together. I wonder if I've done any others. that have something like that. Yeah, what was that pink car we were building for? I was talking to Koi about it. What was that car? I can't remember what even car I was working on at the time. Yes, this Challenger. Like this. No, this wasn't Koi I was working with. This was Goddess I was working with on this one. Yeah. But see, on this Violet Evergarden Challenger SRT Demon, I put this other pattern behind it. Did I hear my name? Why? No, I was mistaken, Koi. I thought I was helping you with something. I was actually working with Goddess Lover on this car. You weren't here for that, so no big deal. I thought it was you for a second, and I was incorrect. But yeah, see how the pattern behind it ties it together? This was just an experiment. You realize that, right? Now I know how the system works. You fucking watch me go. Okay, yeah, no problem. I definitely think you already are killing it with that. I just wanted to make a suggestion because I've been doing it. I know a little bit about it. I thought it might be helpful. So if it is, great. If not, but yeah, go for it, because it looks like you're already tearing it up really well. I can't wait to see what you come up with next. That's going to be awesome. Okay, where was I again? Right. Okay, so for road racing, you want cars that are... that makes sense. Thanks for the idea. Yeah, no problem. That's, like I said, I've done this enough times and seen enough other Atashas. I've seen one that are done like that on plain colors, and they look good, but I found I always prefer the ones with the pattern. That's why I wanted to suggest it. They always seem to look good. But yeah, so for race cars, if I can keep my train of thought for more than 5 seconds. For race cars, you need to make sure the mode you're going in matches what you're doing. So, okay, say I want to make a big Baja rally car. Well, then something like this, the 2020 Stingray Corvette Coupe, is going to be terrible. It has no ground clearance. It doesn't have a ton of suspension travel. Something like this, on the other hand, the Colorado ZR2, is going to do a lot better because it has ground clearance and stuff. That's not to say that every car can't be improved upon. Let's take something like this, the Chevy Utility 150 sedan, or 150 Utility sedan. This car can actually be an amazing off-road car because despite being ancient, it sits up very high and very, very tall. So you can actually raise it up on... yes, car language, I understand everything. Yeah, it's like I said, it's definitely an art form you have to learn how to master. But once you actually understand what I'm talking about, it can be kind of interesting to see what you can do. Okay, Koi, would you think that this would be a good off-road car? Or a good car even in general? Because this thing, to me, looks like it would suck at just about everything. It's slow, it's clunky, it's heavy. It's in D class. It's not even that good. It looks kind of old. It is very old. This is a 1953 model vehicle, I believe. What is it, 53, I think? 55, excuse me. 55. This is as fast as it goes. Come on. Also, I'm in love with the vibe of this game. I know, right? Whoa, hey, I got a gift somewhere here. Ooh, hello. I'm going to fast travel here real quick. Ha, my grandma is older than that by 5 years. 55 Chevy. Yes, funnel cakes. Definitely. I know they have car shows in your neck of the woods, funnel cakes. And it's definitely something I recommend checking out. There are many, many good ones. How I do that? Fast travel? You have to unlock it. Which house unlocks fast travel? There's one of the houses that does this. Where's it at? Cool. Yeah, I definitely recommend checking them out. I'll message you some of the ones that I'm familiar with. There are some bigger ones and some smaller ones I can let you know of. They're pretty cool. And there are some that have thousands of classic cars like that. It's really, really cool. Where's the house at? This is a Forzathon points boost. You earn double Forzathon points. I recommend that one. Buena Esperanza. Nope. Is it this one? Horizon Promo. Nope. This one is the daily wheel spins, so that's a no. Nope, that's La Cabana. Here it is, Buenas Vistas, the house I was just at. The one over here on the coast. When you go to the two big circles, there's this little alcove right here, and this house is the one you have to purchase that allows you to instantly fast travel anywhere on the map. Oops, I forgot and lost where my barn was because I turned it off. I need to go down there. Okay, so I need to turn around. But yeah, this car, you would think would be very bad at everything. However, even bone stock, because the suspension's so tall, it goes across the dirt really, really well. So all it takes is some power and some better tires.
I'll be there in a moment.
And you can make this car really good at off-roading. I'll kind of throw together a quick build to show you. I will build this car as an off-road. Oh, I don't have that one yet. Yep, you'll get there eventually. Like I said, it takes a lot of money to buy these houses. I played this almost solid for 3 weeks straight. Obviously not in a row. I took time off. Ooh, Audi RS6 Avant. Yeah, whatever. Okay, not a great car. Not a terrible car. It's kind of meh. Let's get back to a house, though, so I can upgrade this car and show you guys what I mean. Actually, this house is really close. We're going to go there. I got a few houses free with the premium edition. I had to buy the basic edition and then buy all of the bonuses to it because I couldn't buy the digital edition at the time. So I was kind of literally trapped into buying the standard edition and then buying all of the DLC separate. And then I still had to go to my relative's place and use their internet to mooch off of to download it so I didn't have to wait 3 weeks to play it. It was misery. I'm so glad I've moved since then. Alright, so I'm not going to worry about paint jobs. Obviously, that's not important right now. So, now, to start with modifying cars. Everybody always wants to go to engine first. Power, power, power. Don't. That is the worst possible thing you can do when tuning a car. What I go to immediately is conversion. Now, I don't always use the conversion, but I want to see what's available. Because sometimes this is better for the money versus trying to get more horsepower the other way. So, what we want to look at, we have the stock... What engine is this? A 4.4-liter V8. Makes decent noise, and it's making 180 horsepower. That's pretty weak. Only 260 foot-pound of torque, that's not fast. Now, we can automatically upgrade to the new LS engine out of the Corvette. This is a 6.2 V8. You can even see it move the car. That's the engine power twisting the car on its suspension. That's better. Ooh. Now, diesel engines are great when you're off-roading or, like, doing, like, rock crawling, like trying to climb the volcano because they make a mountain of torque. Makes 1,050 foot-pound of torque. Not really useful for off-road, like, fast speed, though. They don't go very fast. They make a lot of torque, but not a lot of horsepower. Torque is how fast you accelerate. Power is more of how fast you can go top speed-wise. That's not their actual measurements, but that's what they do. So, that's why you guys probably can't even hear this game very well. Let's try that. All right. So, we've also got the 8.4-liter V10 out of the Dodge Viper. Not bad. 640 horsepower. It's pretty good. We have my grandfather had a 57 Chevy. It was fun to ride in. He also had a 56 Rocket 88 and a 37 Pontiac sedan. That is sick. Those are all really rad cars. Tri-5 Chevy and a 56 Rocket 88 are both absolutely sick cars. And 37 Pontiacs are also very cool in their own right. They're less like muscle car cool and more old school cool. They have that old-timey vibe to them. Unless they're like chopped up or something. But even still, they're very, very, very cool. I'm just less familiar with them. This is the 8.9-liter V8 DSC. I believe that stands for direct supercharged or dual supercharged. You're right, looks like a gangster car. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I was to say, 37 Pontiac has that kind of aura to it. That doesn't surprise me. This engine is out of the Funko F9 off-road car. This is 1,500 horsepower. Revs very quick. Pretty good performance. And then a 7.4-liter V8 twin turbo out of 1,750 horsepower. Jeez. No, I take that back. This, I think, is the Funko F9 motor. I don't know what that's out of, the 8.9. But I know that this, that's still, we don't need that much horsepower. We're going to go with the good old-fashioned 6.2 V8. I do want a little more power. Turbos make more power than superchargers, but superchargers deliver it faster. You can see that at the very, very bottom of the graph, the first part dips on torque. Yeah, you can. It doesn't really show, but turbos lose a little bit right at the beginning when you launch. So I want a supercharger to get out of the hole. So that's the difference here is basically supercharger has doesn't make quite as much power, but it makes more of it sooner. Turbos are better for like when you don't need to get out of the hole quite as fast. You don't need to accelerate from a dead stop, but you need that higher top end speed at the back end. So it's, okay, this is, again, acceleration, top speed. That's where you use these two. Supercharger for acceleration, turbos for top speed, centrifugal supercharger, literally never use it. It doesn't work as well as either of the other two, and I don't know why anybody uses it. I don't understand. Now, for off-road, all-wheel drive is always the answer. For drifting, all-wheel drive is the answer. For everything in this game, pretty much, all-wheel drive is the answer. All-wheel drive is overpowered as crap in Forza, and it works in pretty much every single race mode, unless you are running a super, super low-class car. If you're running a D-class, C-class, B-class, those cars, and sometimes even A-class, does not need all-wheel drive. You only have to have all-wheel drive. This is going to be S1, so I do want it. Next up, aero and appearance. I do this just because sometimes these actually have an effect on the car. Like that actually takes away almost 9 pounds of weight. That's huge. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to add that little lip spoiler. It's ugly as sin, but I don't care because it's useful. We're going to get rid of that. And we are going to... Yeah, we're just not going to do anything there. Actually, you know what? Because it's only 9 pounds, screw it. I want my chrome back because it looks nice. We're going to flex on these old boys. This is optional. You don't really have to mess with it if you don't want to. I like the clean and classic look. I'm keeping the chrome. Now, again, still not going to power. Not even going to handling. Going to wheels and tires. So, we're going to go to... Now, for this, we have a couple of options. We have rally and off-road. This depends on the terrain you want to drive on. So, for all the tires, street compound, of course, is just a little bit stickier than stock. Great for your D, C, and B class cars. Sport tires, good for B and A class. They're okay. They're better than the street, but not as good as the semi-slicks. Semi-slicks are good for A class to S1. And slick race tires, these are full race slicks. These are good for like S1, S2 racing. Drift tires, obviously, drifting. Wouldn't really recommend them anywhere else. They don't get grip for much. Rally tires are more dirt and grass. Off-road tires are more like driving up the side of the volcano again. Very, very, very aggressive. More rated for speed. Well, you can see my off-road actually goes up, but my handling and my acceleration go down. So the rally tires are better if you are running a, we'll say, like I said, okay, small elevation change, mostly grass, open field, occasional when you have to go both asphalt and dirt, rally tires are the way. Now, if you're deep in the mud or out bogging through the water or, deep, deep, deep in the stuff, you want the off-road tires. Otherwise, I'd recommend rally. Snow tires, obviously snow. Drag racing tires. These are for drag racing. Don't put them on anything else. You will regret it. Vintage race tires, only available on some cars. Very useful, again, for lower class cars. They are comparable to these tires up here, the street tires, but they look more the part. They look cool and classic and old. And these are the same thing, vintage white wall tire compound. Oh, wow. So these are like street racing tires, but with white walls. So they're like, I believe, 0.3927, 0.20. So these are just a step up from stock. But they look cool. So I can get along with that. For this build, we want rally. Now, rule of thumb, unless you're drag racing, make your tires as fat as possible. As fat as you can get them, the better off you're going to be. Wheels, along with changing the look of your car, because, I mean, let's be real, that is kind of a change. Makes a big difference what your car looks like with just wheels alone. This has a huge impact on visually, but you can also save money by doing stuff like, okay, or not save money, save weight. What am I talking about? Weight savings is huge in wheels. These are 48 pounds lighter than the factories. 48, 48, 24, 48, 36. What do we have? Even rotiforms will probably... Yeah, rotiforms are 24 pounds lighter than your stock wheels on this, which is a massive, massive, massive difference. These are actually 36 pounds lighter, and I like the look. I don't like the red, but we're not worried about visuals right now. You can change the paint color on the wheels. We don't worry about that. Pick the wheels you like for their design. If you don't like the way they look, go in and paint them. Now, wheel size. Obviously, donking it up isn't always the solution. However, donking, by the way, donk is a term that is used for cars with oversized wheels to an extreme extent. When people have 24 or 36-inch wheels on their car, those are called donks, named so because they were originally done on 64 Chevy Impalas in the lowrider community on the West Coast, and named for that because they always referred to the Impala logo on the side of the car as a donkey, hence the nickname Donk. So there is kind of a thing where some people think that's derogatory. It's not. It's just a nickname for the logo on the car that people decided to have. So we're going to run... I don't like 19 because in real life they're extremely hard to find and stupid. So we're going to run 235 40/20s on this, I think. That's a good size. 20-inch tires, yes please. All right, now we got tires and wheels taken care of. We're going to go drivetrain. This is a big change in Horizon 5. They did not have this before. Gearboxes. You can have the stock transmission, which is already installed. You can have a 6, 7, 8... Ooh, drift transmission 4-speed? I have never seen that before. That is the first drift transmission I have run across. However, we have a 6-speed installed right now, stick shift. You can get 7, 8, 9, 10, or in this car, a drifting 4-speed. I have never heard of that before. That's interesting. For off-road racing, you do want a little bit more gear, but you don't want 10 or 9. We're going to go for 7. That's a good balance. You can play around with the gearing. That's more to personal taste than it is going quickly, although I will show you some tuning things about that at the end. Drive lines, just about weight. Get a light one if you can. Now for us, we're actually going to be doing a lot of off-road driving, so we want the off-road differential. So yeah, I'm actually going to go with the... We'll try the off-road diff. We'll see how it works. I like to drift a lot when I'm off-road. That's how I drive fast. And sometimes I need a race differential to accommodate that. Again, they're presets. Start with them to see how you do, and then modify as you need. If you would think, man, this car I cannot make it go around corners. Try a different differential. Try a different... You think, man, I just can't seem to get my shifting down right. Try a different transmission. There are ways to play with this. This is just default settings I can recommend to get you started. We got all the drivetrain stuff taken care of. That's no problem. Now, brakes. Brakes, I don't care what build I'm doing, it gets maxed out brakes every single time, no questions asked. Brakes are the most important thing on your car, real and in real life and racing, and in games. Always put the best brakes you can on your car. You will not regret it. Now, for your daily driver in real life, don't go spend $4,000 on a brake package. Just buy good quality parts. That's my best advice. Now, of course, for this, we could absolutely slam it down in the dirt. It looks sick, but we're trying to race it, or off-road. So we would normally want these, the rally springs and dampers. I definitely recommend these. I think they work really, really well. For me, I'm going to probably... We'll run the rally just for the sake of this video. Oftentimes, I leave these cars, these old muscle cars, stock. Because, well, you can see, look at how bouncy it is. Versus suspension like this. I like the bounciness when I'm driving. I get a better feel for it. But for this, most people will like this rally suspension. That's what I'll go with. Anti-roll bars, weight reduction. Weight reduction I'll come back to. We may need it, we may not. Now let's go put in some power. So, when you come to power, first three things you want to upgrade. Your camshafts, your supercharger, and your exhaust. Camshaft, because it makes the biggest difference. That is 127 horsepower just on that camshaft alone we can get. The supercharger, 140 horsepower. And again, for cheap money, 5,400 credits. And the exhaust is not quite as much. It only gives us 17. However, it takes us from sounding like this to sounding like this. Wow, that sounds worse on this car. Weird. Well, we want it anyways because it gives us more horsepower. Normally that improves the sound of the car. That is not the case today. I don't understand why, but that is not the case at the moment. So, what is going on here? Yeah, okay, we're good. All right, so, yeah, we definitely want the cams, and we definitely want the supercharger. Ooh, that puts us up. You know, we're going to go for A-Class. I'm only going to go for the middle supercharger, just because I don't want to have to drive a monster S1 right now. All right, so there we go. Top of A-Class, that's everything we need. Now let me show you what this car's capable of. So we go from 180 to 790 horsepower. We did put on, what, just under 60, just a little over 60 pounds of weight, but we also have way more handling, 0.9 to 1.5 Gs. That is massively different. So let's see what we have when we're all done with it. I'm totally following all of this. It's okay. Like I said, a lot of people may not... Oh. Hey, Koi, would you do the honors, please? All right. Yes, yes. What's that meme with Judge Judy? Bailiff, wackiest. Oh, that hurts. Dude, that Porsche just ran right into me. What the heck? All right. Now, we've got the car out. Hey, woo! Thanks, Coy. All right. See the big mountain up there? We're going to drive up that now. Just because that's the ultimate test of a car like this. I know this is a danger sign up here. Where's it at? Yes, this danger sign goes all the way down this, so I know I can drive back up it. We're jumping to here just so I can make this. Sorry, was driving, didn't notice. All good. Eyes on the road. All right. We are going to drive up that. Now, you remember what this car was like before. I don't know if this car is going to make it up that or not. But mind you, remember, we did not max this car out. This is just a decent build. I call hacks. Nope, you just watched me upgrade it. This is what this car is capable of now with just some basic tuning. And all that was upgrades. That wasn't even going into tuning menus yet. I'm going 100 miles an hour up the side of this mountain. Okay, now I'm doing 70 because it's getting steeper. This is where the off-road, where those rally tires. Now, mind you, look at the hill we're actually climbing. I have not dipped below 60. Well, there, okay, I just did because I lost traction. And to remind you of what we just drove up, we started down there on the bottom road down there, way, way down there. That's how much faster. Technically, listen, because I'm kind of getting arrested in Genshin at the moment. Ooh, yeah, definitely don't get arrested in Genshin. That's bad. But that's what's capable with just a quick adding of performance parts alone. I'm not as good at off-road tuning. I need a lawyer. Yeah, somebody call Phoenix right up and send him Koi's way, please. Alright, let's go back down to the festival and let's build a race car. That's actually something... Yo, what the heck, man? I'm actually more familiar with that, so I'm actually going to show you more ins and outs of specialized tuning. And I have to spend less time... Oh my god. Yeah, baby! Oh, okay. Yep, and see, the old car would have never handled this. The old version of this car, I should say. Come on. But it's also super controllable. Like, I can... do a 360 right out onto the road. Piece of cake. Let's see if I can do one on the road. Oh, yes, baby. That was perfect. Nice. All right. That 360 reminds me of Mario Kart. That was the sound effect from Double Dash that I used to play. That shows my age. Alright, so let's build a car that's actually good for driving on roads now. We want to start with something that's maybe not necessarily... Okay, the Bach Mono. Great car, but it's S1 already. It is built as a race car, pretty much. We want to take something that's maybe not a race car and make it one. So let's take... You still want something performance-oriented. You want something low to the ground. You want something... we'll say with a good low center of gravity, so something like the Dodge Durango is a bad choice for this. Not to say it can't be done, but it's not optimal. We want something that sits low to the ground. We want something, you know, kind of sleek, good aerodynamics. Again, Super Duty F450 dual rear wheel platinum. Not a good choice. However, something like this Ford Mustang is better. This Ford GT is a supercar, so it's obviously set up for it. I have a Mustang SVO 1986. Yo, that's interesting. Pick a Plymouth Prowler. I regret to inform you the Plymouth Prowler is not in this game. They have not had the Plymouth Prowler in this game, despite my insistence that I really think they should. Do they have any Plymouth in here at all right now? Oh, man. Oh, where's Pontiac, Polaris, Plymouth? All I have is the 71 Hemi Cuda 426, which, don't get me wrong, great car. Not exactly a Prowler. I wish they would add that in there. I think it would be very, very cool. Unfortunately, they just haven't done it. I don't understand why. So, let's go and see. Porsche, nah, kind of cliche. Trying to find something good that maybe you wouldn't expect to be fast. They should. I agree. They really should. I think that would be a cool thing for them to add in. Unfortunately, I cannot force their hand, so I'm kind of stuck. I need something. Let me sort by class, actually. This might help. Performance class. There we go. D. Let's go for a... B class is already kind of fast. What was that car? Boy, that 03 M5 from this angle is an absolute minger. That is ugly as sin. Alright, so let's go for a C class car. Something that could be fast, maybe, but isn't really. Oh, perfect. The Mercedes-Benz 2.5 16i Evolution 2 from 1990. This car should be perfect for this kind of build because it is low to the ground. It was kind of, at one point this car was running touring car races, so it does have a little bit of race pedigree. However, unfortunately, they did not do a great job with the road version of it, and the road-going version is very, very slow. We'll just go in basic black. Can't go wrong with that. 150 grand for a decent car. So this car we're going to make into the fastest circle track, like on-road grip car we can. We want it to go as fast as possible when we're on the roads, and we don't care what it does anywhere else. Dirt roads, not interested. Off-road, not going to happen. Up the side of the mountain, not on your life. But on roads, a fearsome monster in its own right. So, upgrades and tuning, like before. Now, for a road car, first thing, obviously, we still want to make power. We're going to go for top of S1 right now, just because I think that would be better. Right now, we have a 2.5 liter. Ooh. That makes very good noise. I like it. That is a 2.5 liter four-cylinder, 235 horsepower. Somehow, half the displacement, twice as much horsepower out of that old utility sedan. That's pretty sad. We have the 3.2 liter i6 out of the, I believe, E92 M3. Sounds good. Ew, and that doesn't sound as good. That's a 1.6 liter i4 Turbo Rally. So we're going to go with the straight 6 out of the M3. It's good pedigree. Again, racing in this game, all-wheel drive is OP. Always go all-wheel drive. Now, I don't have any choices here. I have to go with the single turbocharger. That's all I get, but I'm okay with that. Now, body modifications. I want to go fast on the road, which means I need downforce, which means, unfortunately, oh, this wing is adjustable. The factory one is changeable. Nice. So we get to keep the nice wing, and we get to keep its nice looks as well, because, let's be real, that kind of looks a little boring. But that looks like a race car. So we're going to keep the stock wing. Perfect. Tires. We're interested in road. So these are better, and better yet, and better with, white wet letters. These are pretty much the same. They are exactly the same tire. They're just one is visually different. I want full racing slicks. This is a road car. We want to go fast on the road. Make them big, chunky, wide, boys. Maximum contact patch on the ground means more grip for me in the corners. Wheels. I want something light. I want something light, but also racy, kind of good looking. Ooh, the rotiforms on that look really good. I really like rotiform wheels in this game. They look really sharp, and they're a new addition to Forza after how many years? Those don't look as good. I'm just really happy to have new choices. These very much remind me of the old Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR. I really, really like that. Really like those. I'm not a fan of the aero disc as much. I don't like the way those look. They're just not my thing. Let's go with the ones. These are pretty much the same as the ones up here that I like, except they've got this like twist to them, and I really, really like that. Yes, I want those. All right. Were those lighter by chance? Whoops. No, I don't want. Dang it. Moron, I shouldn't have done that. NDT. Okay, they're no lighter, but they're no heavier, crucially. So we're not hurting ourselves with those, and we get a really good-looking car. Next up, of course, I want to make them a little bit bigger. It does weigh more, but it also should help our handling characteristics because the sidewalls are stiffer. It doesn't show that on here. All it shows is the weight. But the sidewalls on lower profile tires are stiffer, meaning they handle better. Up until a point, of course, when you have virtually no tire on the car, it doesn't grip as well, but we still have some tire on there. It's not just a thin strip of rubber, so we're okay. Transmission. We have a 6-speed. I want a 7 again. Driveline, of course, just make it light. Differential, I have race, drift, and off-road. I want race, obviously. We're on road. We want to make sure we're going fast. We want to make sure we have grip. Brakes. As I said, max them out every time, no questions asked. We want race springs and dampers, not drift. Unfortunately, the drift does look a little cooler with the angle, but that doesn't handle well. Obviously, we don't want off-road. That's not going to bite us well on the track. Here I will put anti-roll bars on, because now we're on a track. We need to be stiff. Off-road, you don't really want that. You want the tires to be able to move around, so I don't worry about it in off-road cars. Roll cage, I don't like the look of the cage inside the car. I always think it's kind of cheesy. Plus, where do your back seaters sit? Like, no. We're just going to put some level 2 in. Street chassis. Or no, sport. Yeah, that hides them all, but they're still there. They're still helping the car without being ugly. And, of course, finally, weight reduction. Taking us from 32 to 2,700 pounds. That is 430 pounds out of the car. That's, what, almost two whole people out of the car if you average them at about, what? I mean, that's being pretty generous at 230 pounds apiece. Even I don't weigh that much. Yeah, that is the one downside to the bends in the front. It does look really sharp from every angle. It looks like an old M3. And then you're right, but it is very much that, pardon me, do you have any gray poop on? It's like, yeah, you're right. That is kind of it is very 90s Mercedes. I won't disagree with you. It is a little bit boring. But that's the whole point. You want the car to not look like it's fast. I mean, this car kind of looks cool, but everybody knows it's not a fast car. I rimmed up a black Mercedes, right? What they don't know is underneath I'm rocking full race slicks, race suspension, this and that, and it's like, oh yeah, this car looks slow, but it'll melt your face off. Alright, so I did the normal 3 upgrades. We're still only at 877, so we're going to go for everything now. Oh, hello, friend. I got a Snapchat coming in. I'm sorry, what? Koi, you are too young to know that reference. There was an old commercial. It was a mustard commercial, of all things. And 2 people in very fancy cars pull up next to each other. I'm not watching and poop on. No, it's not poop on. It's poop on. Yes, what it was, there's actually a type of mustard called gray poop on. And that was the joke of that commercial. 2 very fancy people would pull up next to each other in very fancy cars, being driven by their butler, and the one guy would roll down the window to the other guy having a sandwich or whatever, and he would roll up and he says, "But pardon me, do you have any gray poop on?" And the guy immediately, of course, says, "But of course," and hands him over this jar of mustard, and the other guy, "Oh, thank you," and drives off or whatever. But that was always the thing, is that it was always a very fancy Mercedes. By the way, how do I friend? I don't know. Let me look it up for you, Darkwing. I will look into that and let you know here in a minute. I'm in the upgrade menu right now, so I can't get out without finishing the car. He wants to know how to friend me on Forza Horizon, Koi. Where did my voice go there? I went to say something and it just vanished for a minute. Race. Ooh, no. I'm already over. S2. Ooh, hey, that actually gives me... What? Oh, right, because I'm on top level. Okay. Okay, let's go there. Oil and cooling. 900. Oh, that's what he made. Yeah, that's what he meant. So, sorry if we're confusing you. Let's pretend I never asked that. No, you're fine. You're playing Genshin and stuff too at the same time, so it's normal you're going to be a little confused. All right, so build is done. I did all of the stuff I talked about. We're now up to 740 horse, 1.8 lateral G in the corner, which is how hard we can grip. I'm just now realizing I have no BG I'm playing. Let's turn this stuff up. All right, now we got some BG I'm rocking. So, whoops, I didn't want to do that. Before you leave the menu, we go over to custom tuning. This is where this game gets interesting. Darkwing, this is the part you might be interested in as well. If you're already good with upgrading parts-wise, this is the part I would highly recommend checking out. This menu here, custom tuning, lets you mess with your car in many, many, many different ways. Oops, I pressed the wrong button again. Okay, custom tuning. Tire pressures allow you to inflate and deflate your tires. It actually does help when the tire is flat. More of it hits the road, but it also wears out faster. So, you have to find the balance between your tires wearing out and your grip level. So, I usually don't mess with them too much. Stock is usually good. For this, it's a race car. I'm less worried about the tire wear. So, I'm going to turn them down to 25 pounds. Gearing. Now, you'll see at the bottom, our top speed says we can max out at 205 miles an hour. However, my gearing limits us to that. So let's try to take it up towards 220 miles an hour and see if that makes a difference. 233 miles an hour now it can go. So let's take it all the way to 258 and see how fast this car can really go. Where does it stop us? 244 miles an hour looks like it's our peak. So we're going to stop it right here. Now, 2.70 to 60 isn't bad. However, it could be better. So we want to upgrade first gear. I want to shorten first gear. Let's see. All right, man, got to bounce. Need some Z's. No problem. Have a good night. Enjoy. I will post this VOD on YouTube as soon as I can, so you can refer back to it if you want. Hopefully it helps. And, yeah, enjoy. Have a good night, man. Okay, that's actually making it worse, weirdly. We're going to leave the rest of the gearing alone because it looks like it's actually already pretty good. However, you can adjust each gear to be faster or slower. Alignment. Front caster. Let's go to 6.5. It helps stability on the high speed. And we can get rid of a little bit of negative camber, which helps our... Negative camber helps cornering, but it also makes the car skittish. Caster helps stabilize the car and give us more camber, even if we have less camber actually set into it. Anti-roll bars, we're good there. Springs, I want these things down in the dirt, all the way to low. I don't mess with springs, you don't really need to. Aerodynamics, let's see here. Doopy-doopy-doo. No, I actually don't want to mess with it because the arrow looks like it's pretty good. Oh, rear. We have no rear downforce. Interesting. Let's put some rear downforce up and see what it does. 237. Hurts our top speed a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, that'll work there. Good. Good. Braking force, you can manage which brakes do the front or the rear. Not horrible. Not honestly, for a race car, I don't really need it to be biased one way or the other unless I'm having trouble. I don't recommend messing with this unless you have a car that when you slam on the brakes, it only locks up 2. Then adjust this. Otherwise, don't mess with it. Differentials, they're already preset from the diff I installed for race. I'm not going to mess with them unless I have trouble. All right. Let's try to drive this thing and see how it does. I will see if I can figure out how to friend him. Actually, no, because I don't know his gamer. Oh, no, because he's not on Xbox. Let's see if I can figure out how to have friends. Online. Horizon. Oh, friends and players. Oh, okay. Apparently I have to be online. That's annoying. How do I join Horizon Life then? Ooh, this car, you can already see, look how fast it turns. Man, that looks good with those wheels too. The big chrome mags on, or the big silver mags on there look really nice. How do I... Oh, Horizon Life. That's it. Now I remember. Oh, I'm still not in Horizon Life. I have to wait to load in. Boba, welcome! Glad you can make it tonight. I am doing a kind of a tuning like introduction on this game. I know a lot of people struggle with tuning in this game, so I'm trying to help them with it. So if you've ever wanted to play a racing game, I would highly recommend checking it out. Oh, these wheels have a glitch to them. They change color at 13 miles an hour. Off, on. Off, on. That's funny. I like it. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. I actually quite like it as well. I think I'm into an online, yes, friends and players. Oh, that's okay. That doesn't really work that way. Clubs and rivals. I have no idea. Interesting. Okay. Well, either way, let's take this thing to the racetrack. I haven't really driven this car yet at full power. I'm just cruising with it right now. I'm not making it go fast yet. All right. Let's see what we have to get out of this car. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Solo. Let's actually run a race. Why not? We may as well use the race that's here, right? Let's take advantage of it. Current car, S1. Let's go. We may as well race against other people and see how this car actually holds up against in the long term. I need to check Twitch. I'm hoping, if I'm lucky... Whoops, what is this? Collab requests? Oh, okay. I just now got that. Weird. Okay. But yeah, I'm hoping that someone will be on that I can raid. Dismiss. Where is... No, dang it, that stinks. I thought Fruity Sudachi was on just now. That stinks. I was gonna go raid her. Who do I have to raid right now? I'm not done yet, by the way. I'm waiting for the game to load in. I'm craving some noodles, gonna go boil some. Please go easy on the spice, Koi. Do not hurt yourself. What the heck do I have here? Oh, here we go. That was recommended for me. That makes sense. Yeah, I got a couple people I can go raid. Cool. Winning easily. Not yet. I don't want to go up to highly skilled because I'm more interested in testing this car. Let's see how the old Merc does. Oh, she's a speedy boy. Don't mind these other cars. They are tuned much, much more heavily than I. Oh, boy. Hey, I don't have enough downforce in this car yet. Okay. I need more front downforce, I'm learning. This is all part of racing. No tuning, unfortunately, is perfect. However, I should... Yeah, look how much better I can clip these apexes. And they're not really running away from me on the straights. So all I have to do is take a better racing line than them. Ooh, and I sneak up to second place. Nice. Come on. Let's see what you got. Oh, boy. What the heck was that? Okay. Remember how I said I need to adjust braking bias? I need to adjust the braking bias really bad on this car. It's locking the front wheels up under braking, and it will not put any power to the ground. What on earth? It's not staying planted in the corners for some reason. However, I am faster than them if I learn how to drive it. Is this high stakes? Whoops. Are you racing with other VTubers for 10 likes and 10 retweets? No, I am not, unfortunately. I think that would be fun. I am not. This is just, like, against the AI computer stuff. Come on. I am not driving very well tonight, unfortunately. This car is also... I've done all the upgrades to it, but unfortunately this car is not as fast as I was hoping it would be. And some cars in this game are like that. You go to upgrade them and they just don't hold up as well as they really should. Like right there, I should be able to really hammer the brakes and keep it planted. But unfortunately, it's just not letting me. Let's see if I can get... Oof, yep, I'm going to hit the wall there. That hurts. I really don't want to lose this race. But I do want to give this car another chance after I retune some things, now knowing how it handles. Alright, so we know the braking is off, and the power output especially... Whoa, yeah, okay. It's got way too much rear camber, and it wants to slide out in the corners. So we need to fix that. I need more downforce, and I need to fix the braking. Oh boy, yeah, that's going to be a wall. Come on. Let's see if I can take two of them. Ah! I'm not going to be able to catch him unless I really ram him. That sucks. You know what? Screw it. We're going to do it. Full send. No, I missed. That was a mistake. Oh, no, I've... My Pro Street instincts kicked in. I wanted to look backwards. That's not look backwards in this game. This is. Oof. Yeah, that's not fun. Alright, we got second. Not a great race. But now I can go in. Unfortunately, you have to test and tune these cars. You can't always just jump into them and win. Now we know what we got to do. Let's go in and adjust those settings even more. Okay? Because that car really should be better than that. I think... Yep, there's my Bimmer, or my Merc on the... I lost to a Volvo wagon, weirdly. Alright. Let's see what we get in the wheel spin. 125 grand. Not bad. So let's go in and adjust these settings one more time and see if we can go and get a better race car for our money. And like I said, some cars will just never be as fast as others. In, what was it? Horizon 4, in A-Class, there was nothing faster than the Hot Wheels Bone Shaker. You just couldn't beat it. No matter what car you used, you could not beat it. It was so powerful, they banned the car from competition. You could not use it in competitive online play because you had to have one or you lost. It was that bad. Or that good of a car. It was that bad of a problem, I should say. Alright. Let's tune this car in. I got a couple wheel spins, whatever. Tune car. First problem, braking. We need way less braking pressure. That thing, it's locking it up in the corners, and I don't understand why. Aerodynamics. I don't care about top speed. I need... Whoops, that's speed. That's why. I need all the cornering I can get my hands on. Oh, no. What was the other thing? Oh, right. Alignment. We have too much rear camber, and the car wants to step out, so we're going to take it all away and just a little bit of front. And tires. I'm going to go even lower on the tire pressure to help the car's grip. I don't care about tire wear, so I'm going to go... You know, we're going to go all the way down to 16 PSI. All right. Let's see what we can do with this new and improved car again. Oh, look at that. Sick. Whoops, hey. Yeah, let's do donuts with this other guy right here. Heck yeah, dude. Friggin' sick. Alright, let's see how this car does into this corner now. This is the same corner in the race. What the... Okay. Yeah, this car is just never going to be as good as I want it to be. That's really unfortunate. Even with the tire pressures all the way down. And the, wow, that's actually made it worse somehow. Yeah, this car is just not good at racing, unfortunately. As much as I want it to be, and with all the best upgrades in the world, it's not a fast car. That's really sad to me. This car could be really, really good, but they just... Yeah, look how fishtaily it is. That's disappointing, because this car looks really cool. Maybe it'd be better in, like, A-class racing, where it's a little less powerful. Let's do that. Let's tune it down a class. Let's take some power away. Let's still keep it on some good suspension and stuff. And let's see how it does in terms of going quickly. Just with less. So, since it's not as good as I want it to be, let's go back to the stock motor. That knocks us all the way down back to A-class again. That is perfect for me, because I don't really have a ton of upgrade space. We could still turbocharge the stock motor, get us pretty close. You know what? Let's actually go Centrifugal Supercharger. It gives me more upgrade space for the camshafts and exhaust upgrades that I want. Let's go for camshafts. Oh, too high. S1 already. So can we get that? We should be able... Nope, can't get any exhaust. That's unfortunate. You know what we're going to do? We're going to say to heck with the Centrifugal Supercharger. We're going to run naturally aspirated. None of that. It was only 30 horsepower anyways. We'll be able to get more than that out of our other mods. Exhaust. Maxed out. Camshafts. 23 horsepower. Nope, can't get that. Okay. What did you mean by fishtailing earlier? I will show you, Koi. It is actually a term in cars that refers to a car that is very back-end happy. Drifting would be a car that is very fishtail happy. Fishtailing is when the back of the car does that swervy burnout thing. Oops. It's not a derogatory term at all. Okay, it is if you're talking in terms of car performance, because you don't want a car that fishtails, which it means it's hard to control. A97. There's my answer. A-class. Perfect. Alright, we're still all-wheel drive. We just lose a ton of horsepower, but we keep... we get 200 pounds back, and we actually get better handling. That's perfect. With less speed, this car should be able to be handled easier since it can't put the grip to the road as well. And unfortunately, even with the best tires and everything, there's no fixing that. So we should be able to go back up to like 23 tire pressure. That's good. Gearing is, oh yeah, that's going to change quite heavily now. Because this car is much, much slower with its stock motor. What do we have? 167. Okay, that'll be perfect gearing then. Nice. Let's keep that, keep the rest of it. The brakes aren't going to change, so yes, we're going to keep all of that the same now. Because I did fix the brakes. Let's see how this does. It is very, very, very warm in this room. I'm also wearing more clothing than usual. Why do I have no game sound? Oh no! My capture device shut off again. What is happening with that? Bruh. Not cool. Let's try this again. Why are you doing this to me? Yay! I have game audio. I don't understand why that happens sometimes. I just came back to a blank screen. Quality content. Yes. Unfortunately, the game decided that it had had enough and it just turned off on its own. I don't know why it does this. Sometimes this happens. Let me add a window capture back in so you guys can see again. Alright. Add source. 4K capture utility. Perfect. And, of course, we want to put this back here. And full screen it. Yay! Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. There was a problem. I don't understand why that happens. Alright, so let's try this. I don't know if you guys are wearing headphones. But that actually, the audio changes. That is super cool. Alright, let's see how this car is with its stock engine. It's trippy. You could hear that too? How cool is that? Ah, and see, all of a sudden this car is in its element. Now this car is good. I can swing the apex. Clip it clean. Yes, this car just had too much power. That's the answer. Every car has its A game. Whoa! Okay, that was still a little bit drifty. But every car has its A game. Every car has something it's good at. But you have to find what it is sometimes. Yes, there we go. Yeah, that was kind of trippy with the music doing that. That was really cool, though, that it has that integrated into the game. Oh, hey, I'm off-road here. I don't want that. Yes, perfect. That was great. Let's see how it does. All the way. What is this? Yo, Drift Club is back. I'm so playing that off stream tonight after I get my dishes done. That is sick. Alright, I think we've got ourselves a better car here. So I have fixed the car. It's just a matter of it had too much power to start with. That's an easy solution. Take power away and all of a sudden the car can handle it. Some cars are like that. You can't put 1,000 horsepower into something, well, like that. That's not a Mustang, dude. Give it up. That is a Ford Escape with electric motors and a little sticky on Mustang badge. Alright, let's try to drive the same car, same track, same race. Let's do this again the right way. Whew. Keeping tabs on who's on so I know who I'm going to go raid. Right now, XXX Gamer Girl Ghost is on. If she's still on, I think I'm going to go raid her when I'm done in a little bit. I'll still try to play Scarlet Nexus this week, by the way. I'm not sure when. Maybe it'll be over the weekend. I'm not 100% sure yet. I am still going to try to play when I have some time, though. And then don't forget, if you guys are here and listening, the my 1 month streaming anniversary is coming up. Coming up Friday. I've been streaming for 1 month, which is kind of insane. Hard to believe I've been with you guys that long now. So definitely glad to be here, though, and I'm excited. I'm not going to do anything big for it. It is just a 1 month thing, but I do want to go back and kind of look at what I did the last month and see what I want to do in the future. Kind of try to learn from it. I'm bringing out the iPad for that. Well, that's much appreciated, Coy. You don't have to do that, but I am always excited to see what you dream up in that artistic mind of yours. It's always cool to see what you imagine. Already challenging for second place. Oh, and he was sitting on the apex. I would have blown his doors off. This is a much better car. Already, I can see I can control. I think I just inhaled a noodle. Yeah, don't try to breathe and eat at the same time. Like, alternate is my recommendation. Otherwise, it ends poorly. Do I have telemetry? No, that's... Oh, God, that's view change. Yo, so much better. This is peak car right here. That was my driving error on the wide corner there. Shift up, 6th gear, come on. See what we got. Ooh, hey, I clipped the inside wall a little bit. Come on. Yo, right there. That's where this car wants to live. That corner. Perfect. And they're not really able to catch me at all. They're just kind of hanging back there rubber banding the best they can. This is much better. This is where my tuning comes to light. Because the last tune, this car just... Some cars can handle 700-800 horsepower. This is not one of them. But right now, I am blitzing these. Look at how far back they are. That is perfect. Let's... Yep, see, there's the front. There's the wheels locking up again. I still need to adjust that brake bias more. It's still too strong. I gotta leave because I'm going away from Wi-Fi, but I may come back. Koi, I'm actually getting ready to log off here in probably 10 minutes. So thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I'm just going to call it a night early because I have a bunch of stuff I'm still trying to get done. But I will be back tomorrow, 7 o'clock, for some Pro Street. And I'm going to try to go for a full night stream like usual again after that. So thank you for coming. I probably won't be back on when you get back, but I will see you tomorrow night, and I'll talk to you then anyways. Yep, adios, later. Alright, this is probably going to be my last race anyways. Like I said, unfortunately, I wish I had more time to stream tonight. I didn't want to miss streaming 3 days in a row. It's just too much fun. I enjoy it too much, but I do have some other stuff. I have to have clothes for work tomorrow. I need dishes to eat out of, and I'm about out of them now, so I do need to do that. But I will be back on tomorrow with a clean house, a clean mind, and ready to go for a full 4 or 5 hour stream like usual tomorrow. So I apologize for not streaming for 2 days and being short tonight, but there we go. There's a win easily in that car. Unfortunately, life happens. That's the way it works. But 3 minutes 38 seconds, and I absolutely blitzed the competition. How fast are we going? Yes, 2 seconds a lap faster than second place. 3 minutes 44 seconds for them, so I was a full 6 seconds ahead of second place. That is much, much, much better. I am definitely racing well. Whew. So that was racing better than I thought I was. I just had a crap car because it had way too much power, unfortunately. I need to adjust my mic again. There's that trippy music thing going on again. This is what it sounds like if you're just spinning in a circle in a nightclub. God, that is so trippy in my headset. Game, why are you not loading in? Man, come on. Alright, well, I guess that's telling me to call it a night right there, so let's go raid somebody. Oh, now it loads in, of course. Now it's better. Alright, well, yeah, let me go ahead and mute the game audio so we can actually hear something. Hey, there's my BGM. It is still there. I'll be darned. Streamlabs back up. Alrighty. So, let's go raid somebody. I know right now that... Where is it at? What was that name? Yes, still on there. Yep, Gamer Girl Ghost playing Civilization, 8 people. So, if you guys will join me in raiding her, of course, be much appreciated. Let me go back real quick. Sakusama, hi. Hey, welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Going to sleep, but I wanted to pass by. Much appreciated. I'm actually getting ready to sign off myself here. I'm going to go raid somebody real quick and call it a night because Unfortunately, I have to do, well, chores. I have to do dishes and laundry because I need clothes to wear for work tomorrow. So I'm going to be back on full power tomorrow night. But tonight was just a fun short stream I wanted to goof around on. So yeah, goodbye, Funnel Cakes. Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. I'm actually going to start a raid if you guys want to join me. I'm going to go raid Gamer Girl Ghost here. So I will go ahead and say goodbye. Thank you all so much for coming. I really appreciate it. My name is Souji, and I am out. Let's go raid Gamer Girl Ghost. Start raid.
For me, creativity starts with...
There we go. Have a good night, everybody.